Guys, it's Timeless, and I got some pretty exciting news for you guys today about Rockstar North. Rockstar North is a studio owned by Rockstar, and if you guys don't know, Rockstar owns several studios around the world. This happens to be one of those studios, and it is located in Scotland, and it is working on improving the AI for future virtual worlds on the PS4 and Xbox One. So there's two reasons why this is a great news to hear. First off is ever since the PS4 and Xbox One have came out, a lot of studios have been making their games look great graphics-wise, but they've been ignoring the fact that the AIs haven't really been gaining any innovation for the last couple years, and that's something that a lot of games are lacking, is smarter AI. I mean, some AIs are either scripted, some look the same and they're scripted. Some, if you bump into them, they shove you. They all shove you the same way too. There's not like different ways they shove you or get mad. They maybe all say the same lines, so they're all not very lifelike. And the game that I think did the best job, and it's surprising too, because the one that did the best job, I think, in AI wise is GTA 5. And I mean, that was built for last gen consoles. That was built for the 360 and PS3. Obviously it's on the PS4 and Xbox One now, but when Grand Theft Auto 5 was being made, it was for the PS3 and 360, and the AIs were pretty realistic. They reacted pretty, most of them reacted pretty differently, and like they were all looking different. All the AIs looked different. I mean, it was a great game, and I'm surprised they were able to do as much as they did on last gen hardware. Now that the PS4 and Xbox One have came out, obviously the AIs are still the same. All they did really was raise the graphics and add first person, and maybe a couple other things. But I use this as an example because Rockstar really did a great job with GTA 5 in terms of AIs, and I think Rockstar is the only one that really sees that AIs need to get more attention, because like a lot of studios like Ubisoft and EA and obviously other studios, but I'm going to use those two for example, focus so much on graphics that the AI suffer a lot because they don't innovate on that. They innovate more on graphics, and I think graphics have gotten to a really great point. I'm not saying graphics are the worst thing around for gaming. Graphics are definitely important because they bring the world to life, but also AIs bring the world to life. I mean, no one wants to see an AI that's scripted, and if once you play a game a couple times, you don't want to see it do the same thing, repetitiveness and everything. You want them to have like their own personality, differentiate themselves from different AIs. Maybe one AI reacts different if you bump into them. Maybe one says sorry, maybe another one gets really pissed. Have some differentiating things for each AI, and I think that's what will make games not only better, but have more replayability value as well, because they should have AIs that have better interaction with the player when the player interacts with them. Especially on some games, when you're done talking to an AI, sometimes they just stand still and just look at you. I mean, that's kind of creepy in the first place, just standing there and looking at you. And some just say the same lines and stuff. That's kind of annoying as well. So hopefully AIs are improved, and hopefully Rockstar improves them so much, like it says that they're gonna do, that other companies like Ubisoft and EA, I'm using those as an example again, they see that Rockstar did such a good job with their AIs that they have to compete and improve their AIs for their games as well. And in the end, the consumer is going to end up winning, because the games are going to come out better in terms of graphics and AIs, because I think graphics have gotten to a point where they can stop, trying to improve them so much, and they should start focusing a little bit more on the AI side. Obviously, like I said, graphics are important, but AI is as well. And because when you bring both of these things together, it really brings the world to life. But anyways, the reason this news came up is because there was a job listing for a senior AI programmer that they needed for Rockstar North, and this is some of the things that they said that he would have to do. Generate the navigation data that the characters use to traverse the landscape, improving the paths the characters follow so they move and avoid obstacles more naturally. Create realistic behaviors for characters in a world so they have objectives and purpose. Make characters react realistically to the players interacting with them, and then work on strategies to produce fun and challenging combat encounters. So these are all things that they want to improve on, and these are some pretty awesome things that they're trying to improve, because like the one that says creating realistic behaviors for characters in a world so they have objectives and purpose. One of the arguments I would say is right now a lot of games, like I said, they stand still and they don't really have a purpose after you're done talking with them. They should, I don't know, be more involved in the world. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you, though. Let me know your thoughts on all this because, oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering when this job listing was posted, it was earlier this month, so it's pretty new. So we might not see a game with really improved AI until much later on, maybe Red Dead 2 or, you know, GTA 5, one of those games might, or I mean not GTA 5, GTA 6 might have this improved AIs, and hopefully it's so good that, like I said, other studios have to increase their AIs and make them smarter. Also, one more thing is what they can do and still have great graphics is that I know Sony has Gaikai. They can offload the AI processing to the Gaikai servers. They could process it and then bring it back to the console, so that way the console can just focus on the graphics. Meanwhile, the servers on Sony's side can focus on the AIs and intelligence of the AIs, and maybe have something like Forza 5. I know Forza 5, the game learns how you drive and it'll have your drivatar, and this drivatar is like a car that drives. Meanwhile, you're offline, your car is still driving with other people in the world, and the more you play the game, the more your car knows how you drive, and it drives similarly to you, so it learns from the player. Hopefully they implement that in a lot more games. It's already happening now, so I can see it happening with other games, and hopefully it does it for GTA 5. Just imagine that, like, every pedestrian acts like a player from GTA. Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. And Titanfall is also using it. Titanfall, like their multiplayer, their AIs that are in multiplayer is all powered by the servers, and the graphics are powered by the console. And that's amazing. I think if they did that, they could really have smart AI without sacrificing graphics, and you have both things, and that's amazing. So I'm really glad that that's happening. And anyway, so that's pretty much all I have for you. Leave me your thoughts on what you think about everything I've said, and if I explained it right, tell me if I explained everything pretty well, because I think I did, but obviously there's always room for improvement. So, you know, leave me your constructive criticism on this if I, you know, didn't explain something very well, and I will try to explain it in the comments. And anyways, there's one more thing I do want to mention. Rockstar announced on Twitter that GTA 5's Christmas special event that's going on right now with the snow and the Christmas tree, that all the prizes are going to give you and all that, is going to be extended because PlayStation Network and Xbox Live, as most of us know, went down during Christmas and the day after a little bit, and then the day after that as well a little bit. So they're extending it. They haven't said how long more they're going to have it up, but they're extending it for the people that weren't able to log in, get to at least, you know, have it a couple days playing. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Leave me a like if you think you learned anything from this. Leave me a dislike if you didn't learn anything, and make sure you're subscribed, and leave me your comments and your thoughts on this whole improved AI thing. Do you think graphics are more important? Do you think AIs are more important? Do you think there should be a balance? You know, give me your thoughts on all this. And that's pretty much all I have, and I will see you guys in the next one.